Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. It's Nikki here, and this is where I share my love of paper crafting. And today it's time to do week 2 of Seek, Gather, Create. The prompts are a face, stripes, wing or wings, and teal. So I decided I'm going to start with a bit of a watercolor background. So I have my trusty watercolors here. It's just a little bit hard to fit this all in the video. So I've got them over to the side. I'm going to take a big paintbrush and we are going to get something tealy happen, I think, for the background. So we're just taking some paint. Now, this I wouldn't really call, this is not truly teal. I'm thinking I might almost have to add the tiniest bit of blue to it. Now it's probably too blue. I knew this would happen. Teal is a tough colour. It's very rare you get a true teal in a paint set. Let's just see how this bit goes for starters. We're just going to splush some down. And I might do a few different shades and see if we can at least end up with something that looks a bit tealy. Okay, so that was with some blue added. What if I just do some without and just this colour here? This is officially called turquoise, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I would really call that teal. What we could try is maybe add the tiniest bit of green into this even. See if that creates something a bit more tealy. Of course, it'll be interesting to see what this looks like when it dries, but we're going to start somewhere. That's quite green, isn't it? Okay, all good. Well, I think the next one, we will definitely go for this colour alone. And let's just see where we end up. All right. Here we go. Let's pop some up there, some down here. Okay. Might just leave it at that for now. And we'll see what it looks like when it dries. And I'll be back to continue on. Okay, so I let this dry for 24 hours because I had to go to work, and it's a very dull grey day here today, but hopefully the lighting will be okay. This, of course, is the end result of my paint splattering, and I can honestly say I'm not really seeing teal in this. It's not exactly what I want, but I have come up with a plan, so we're going to continue on. I have cut out all sorts of cute bits, and I'm going for sort of a bit of a whimsical sort of feel with this one. So what I want to do here, I want to add a little bit of forest, so to speak. So we're just going to do, I've grabbing my brush and my vintage photo, and I just want to add a little bit of some, whoops-a-daisy, preferably without moving it. I don't want, this is too square. I'm not interested in going all the way to the edges. I want this to be a little softer and not as harsh. So we're just going to add a little bit of colour. And I'm using a brush because these little bits are so fine. I think this is sort of the most gentle way to do this. I'm worried that if I used paint and a sponge, it might just all be too harsh, and I just want a little hint of something. So you can see I'm not going right down to the edge. I don't want that blunt edge. I just want to try and add a little bit of something, and you'll see what I'm up to in a minute. Now, how does that look? I think that might do the trick. Or maybe we might just add a little bit just over on this left-hand side. Let's just add a tiny bit more there. Okay, let's leave it at that. All right, now time to do some gluing. Where do I start to get all these layers right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add actually has nothing to do with any of the prompts, but I loved this little mushroom with his little sequined cap. I thought I just had to include this on my page. So that'll be the first thing we stick down. But he's just a little add-on. He has nothing to do with the prompts. I just thought he was very cute and just sort of went with my whole whimsical sort of weird and wonderful creature type arrangements that I'm playing with here. Yes, I do like that. That's very cute. Now, I also have this cute little owl. His little outfit is made from leaves, and I think this can be my piece that it needs a face. So that's one of the prompts. So I think Mr. Owl should live up somewhere sort of in the trees, but I can't have it too high, and you'll see why soon. Maybe, or maybe a bit further. Yep, we might pop him down there. So this is my first prompt, being face. Yep, we might pop him over here. But I can't have it too high, you'll see shortly. Okay, then the next thing, the next prompt, I'm adding this cute little guy, stripes. He has some really cute stripes on his body. He's an outrageous looking beetle, and I thought he'd be perfect in my little forest. So we'll pop him down below here, and that fills that space there. Then the next thing we need to do, we need to have the prompt wings thrown into action. So I've cut out this very interesting lady with flowers in her hair and all sorts of fun bits. And of course, we're going to give her some wings, and she's going to be my little earth angel because she's all about trying to save the planet. So I think I just need to sort of check exactly where to stick these wings down first before I pop her down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this little clip and just hold her in place before I stick her down. I think it'll make it a little bit easier for me to get her wings sort of where I want them. These wings were from a Daphne's Diary. I have put a little bit of sort of bronzy, coppery coloured ink around the edges, but I just thought I love the colours, and they sort of went with where I'm sort of headed with this. So they're perfect. Now, where do we need this to go? Over a bit. Let's take her out because I don't want her head to sort of be hidden. So we'll pop that one down there. There we go. Then we can do the other one. And this way, at least I know I've got them sort of where I want them before I get her involved. There we go. Yes, I think I like that. So we're pretty much going to our edge. Now we can release this and stick her down. So you can see this is all quite fantasy, sort of, not super reality based, this one, but I love it. Okay, so then I went on a hunt and I wanted to find something teal, and I found these words, and I went, now as far as I'm concerned, that is what I call teal. So we are going to pop this down, but I have noticed, of course, that it does get a little bit lost there. So what I've also done, I found these cute little cross-stitched flowers that I have cut out, and I want to stick some underneath the words just to help it pop a little bit more. So same sort of thing. I want to sort of know roughly where I'm going to put my word. I wonder, actually, maybe we need to do it like this. I was going to put it on 2 separate pages, but oh, maybe I like that more. Okay, yes, I think we're going to do that. So we'll pop some of these flowers down and just sort of tuck them in underneath where the word will go. This doesn't have to be a perfect science, just something to help create a little bit of extra contrast. Okay, then yes, we could run that one there. All right, I've got a couple more. Could have almost done with a few more of these, but there were no more, so I couldn't get something that didn't exist. Okay, so where do we want this lucky last one? Might put that down over here. Okay. Right, now I can get these words down. Now I need a nice clean piece of paper over here on my junk magazine page so that this doesn't stick. This is definitely quite flimsy because I cut it out with very little border. There we go. Then I might put this down first and then the P down lastly, because I had to separate them. Okay, and finally my P. Perfect. That's great. And then finally, I also have this cute little cross-stitch butterfly. I thought this sort of helped tie everything in. So we're going to add that. That can be over here somewhere. There we go. Right. I think we're done. So there we go. We have done some fun collage. I now have my teal, which was prompt number 1. I have wings, prompt number 2. I have stripes, prompt number 3. And I have face for prompt number 4. I've actually got lots of faces, so we're well and truly covered in that zone. Hope you enjoyed that quick little collage. A little bit of mixed media background is always fun too, even if it doesn't quite work out the way you want. Can always find solutions by sticking something else down. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, pop them down in the comments box below. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.